2, and 1. Everybody's live.
Who's live?
We're live. You ready? Let's do it.
I guess so. Let's go. Oh, hey.
Hey, what's up? We are back. It's season 5, and that's Cinco for all of my Latin friends that speak Latin
Cinco de
languages.
Juno.
Is it the 5th of June too?
No, it's like the 4th.
Damn, we were so close. We were so close. But look, it's a fun show today. I am Omie D, as you can see right here. I need to change that.
Omie D?
Yeah. Me? Damn it, I messed up. Me?
Yeah.
I got it right that time. And we're here. And guess what? Today, ladies and gentlemen, apparently, as you know, this guy has prepared a show, and the show is all about joints. So, got my joint roller.
Yeah.
Got these fancy zigzag ultra thins.
Those new, or you get those in the section of the pharmacy?
I went to go. I had to search high and low to find those.
You didn't know where to go.
I didn't know where to buy joint papers for
ultra thin for her pleasure.
These are exactly. So when she smokes, it's good. So, but we got joints. It's season 5. Look, let's just do a thing.
Bonus beats.
Look, the people are ready. They're ready. Let's go. Wait, what are you doing?
I'm flexing my joints. What do you suppose it look like I'm doing?
I was like, this is odd. I feel violated, but it's okay. It's okay. Look, so there's actually somewhere a GIF of me doing that.
Peanut butter?
This right here. So
peanut butter?
That's what that is?
GIF?
No, not peanut butter. It's a
That's
GIF.
what you said.
It is a GIF. GIF. Anyway, it's to do it natural. That's what that means. Do it naturally, like getting impregnated naturally.
We went from peanut butter to impregnation.
It was a whole conversation. You had to have been there. It was Colorado. You know exactly what was going down in Colorado because we're talking about joints. So
yeah, I got these. I was like, that's the hell of a segue.
I got these papers, and so we're ready. So I'm assuming we're going to learn to roll joints.
Oh, no, we are not. So no.
Shout outs. Hold on. Shout outs to the West Coast. We got the West Coast in the house. Shout outs to Jawbone Beats. This is the man that actually made the intro for our show.
So is this where we learn we're getting sued?
No.
Okay.
No. Maybe he'll invite us.
This is how it goes down.
It's like, all right, so this is a cease and desist is the next comment.
Next we go after Mariah Carey.
We're coming for you, Mariah.
That is my Christmas song.
Man, look, shout outs to Jawbone Beats. Check him out. Man, he's got a dope show out of Portland, across the street, where it's all about music artists and stuff, and they just come in and they talk. It's super live. We should be on it. We both like Oregon. Let's go to Oregon and cross the street with Jawbone Beats. Shout outs, big homie. Shout out
there. Yeah, not mine, but yeah. Across the street. I mean, you don't get more local than that.
Yeah, nice. It's a great show. It's on the rise on YouTube of one of the best shows. Right. I don't usually triple-digit views. I don't use. Oh, bro, they like right now. Like they have 1,200 plus subscribers. We have like 12, so they're killing us.
Oh wait, yeah,
we're up. We're up. We had 11, but we got 12. Thanks, Mom.
That's like a almost a full percent increase. But today we're talking about joints, and it was one of the most complicated things I've ever read. I think you're going to definitely learn something about joints today if that's where we're starting. And it was absolutely so I always have to study a little bit before we get into this, and I go into it. And joints, this was the one that I read so much. I'm like, how do I turn this into a 20, 30-minute show? And so I realized it was a little complicated. I learned about synovial cavities. I learned about bursa. I learned about joint capsule with synovial lining. I learned about enthesis. I learned about Gamphosus, sesamoids. I know all about monoarticular joints and polyarticular joints, fibrous joints.
Never heard of any of these strains.
Well, that's the only time I'm going to say those strains.
Never heard of these. I literally have taken trips to places where things are legal. I'm ready for the show. I've changed my name. You can see it's
Smokey D.
Look, can we take a quick timeout? I need to turn the air conditioner on. I'm getting hot.
I mean, I can talk about fibrous joints. Way you want to
dance for the people. Give them like 20 seconds or something.
So I can start talking about how complicated they are, and we can. This is welcome to the show, lady and gentlemen. So it's if you need to know a little bit about what we do, I research stuff and then come in here and teach him stuff, and then. Hopefully he learns something. He tries to learn something. It's Omie D learns, not Omie D might learn.
It sounds the same no matter what I do.
We're going to do headphones on the next episode.
I'm with it. So today we have, as we said, joints.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to focus on kind of a main three. We're going to talk about spine. We're going to talk about kind of the facet joints of the spine. We're going to talk about skull, the cartilage-based joints, and we're going to talk about like knees, so synovial joints, which get really complicated. So
no need for this.
No total need for that.
Oh,
It's just surprise, not
all right,
the topic here. So there are how many joints do you think there are in the human body?
Joints in the human body, 37.
Add a number.
371.
360. There you go. How many bones? How many bones are there in the human body?
Oh, I should know this. It's like 137.
Double it.
275.
270. Yep. And that's when we're born.
For the bones.
By the time you get older, elderly humans only have about 200 bones.
Whoa.
Where did they go?
Whoa. I mean, I broke a couple bones and, I got some metal plates and stuff. But so I lose 75 bones is what you're saying?
Where do broken bones go?
When they into the smart toilet?
Into the smart toilet. Watch that episode, by the way. Some people need to go back and watch that smart toilet episode. But today we're talking about joints, and to talk about joints, we got to talk about bones. Okay. And it's there's some importance there that we're born with about 270 bones, and then by the time we're older, you only have 200. Where are they going? We will get into that, but let's talk about joints. So very, very simply, what is a joint?
A joint is a place where a bone meets.
I thought you'd like a joint. It's this place where I go pick up these ladies and I get a local
ladies.
beer.
Yeah. Me and this guy right here. We go hang out at the joint and pick up his bones. All right, damn it, Jim.
I'm so close.
I'm sorry. He's a doctor. It fits in, right? We're talking joints.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a O. He should know all about this. Okay, so you see all that on that slide there. That's how complicated it could get. I named some of those things, and I'm just reading through it. But joints get complicated. So the more important the joint is, the more tendons you'll have around it, the more muscles you'll have around it, the more support you have around it. So your more important joints, like your little finger joints, have like tiny little tendons and tiny little muscles because, there's so many of them, so easy. But then you look at like hip joints and shoulder joints, huge muscles, huge tendons, very important.
Make the dance moves move, right?
Yeah, right? Absolutely. Yep.
So is this when we're watching our favorite sport of football, and they're like, oh no, this guy has torn an ACL. Is this where the ACL tear injury happens?
Yeah, it's just one of the many tendons that's supporting a very vital knee joint. So you've got tendons running all in there, and you've got muscles all in there. So if you tear any of those tendons on a major joint, that's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah. See, there's the tendon right there, ladies and gentlemen, connecting, as you see, to the muscle structure. So yeah, so when football players tear a tendon, MCL or ligaments, this is what we're looking at right there. ACL, anterior cruciate ligament. I know a little something.
There you go.
A little something. Get it. Something. So, all right. So this is a very intriguing picture because there's a lot of things that go on in the joint, like the bursa. I know about that because I had bursitis. I had bursitis once.
So inflation. Yeah. So it's like aggravated. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
It was hurting. I couldn't. My elbow was.
Smells like arthritis.
Yeah, I was old. I was a young man. But anyway, enough about my injuries.
No, simplify it. So I want you to explain to me in simplest terms possible what is a joint. You started it, and I interrupted you because I got carried away with a bar.
A joint is a place where the bone meets another bone.
That's it.
And around that bone, there's a lot of muscles and tendons and stuff that make it do stuff. Like
not always.
Nope. Look, that's
simple,
always
simple.
Okay.
Simple. A joint means a bone meets a bone. A bone meets a bone.
A bone meets a bone. A bone.
Yeah, because you got some things in the head. So this is one place where the child, the newborn has more bones than the adult, because when the newborn is born, there's different plates that make up the skull, and as they fuse together, it turns into one bone. Well, those are all joints because they're barely connected. But there's, it's not like something that bends and moves, but it's the technical term. It's bone meets bone.
That's why the baby has the soft spot in the top of the head.
Yeah, because it's going to grow together and fuse into one bone. So, babies have more bones than us.
It's technically a cone head because that's how it gets out of the womb, as a cone head. And then you can kind of shape your baby's head if you move the bone. Don't do that. I've heard of people doing that. I would not do that. But yeah, I don't advise that. But yeah.
Actually advise against it.
Yeah, 100%. We're not medical professionals here. Look,
we are in that sense.
We are not medical professionals here. Do not shape your newborn's baby's head because we said you could do that. Anyway, back to the message.
Yep. So anywhere a bone meets a bone, joint. And that's the simplest version of it. When you look at something like the hand, like I think I've got a slide up there for the hand. When you look at the hand, there's so many bones in there. So those are the different ones that we're talking about. When you look at just the simple version of it, keep going. So that's just bone meet bone. That's your definition right there. You've got one bone, two bones equals joints. Look at the hand on the next slide. So many different bones that are in the hand. And so sometimes one of those bones is touching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different bones. So you've got 5 joints that might be on one single bone. And it gets more and more complicated from there.
So would you say the hand is the most jointy place that we have?
The hand and the foot, absolutely.
Okay.
The hand followed by the foot, absolutely. The most jointy place you have is the hand, and you jumped on this already because you started talking about the tendons and muscles and everything, and the big flexible joints. Not all joints are flexible because there you've got all the different parts of the head, and those have fused together, but those are still a joint there just because of, it's technically 2 different bones, like 2 continents touching each other.
So you're saying these areas here are technically joints?
Absolutely. Not even technically, actual.
They're joints because it's a bone meeting a bone.
Correct. Yep.
So yeah, look, that's got joints to the head.
I got some head joints. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I think I had some of those in Washington too. So
when you crack your knuckles, what do you think's happening there?
You're getting yourself arthritis, as my mom used to say. You're gonna get arthritis when you get old.
Of course. Long believed to lead to arthritis. However, medical research shows that that's not the case at all. The cracking of knuckles and the resulting sound is just carbon dioxide that is it's a cavitation bubble, and it's a suddenly burst of that. So all it is just all those parts within that joint that are working together. So actually to be able to crack the same knuckle requires about 15 minutes before the bubbles are able to form again. But it's not it doesn't actually lead to arthritis because bone on bone would be bad, but you've got different things in there, so it's fine.
So sometimes I get out of my vehicle and I'm walking to the mall, and there's probably somebody else on checking this out, all of the 475,000 people, and
divided
I get to
by
walking,
470.
Yeah, it's cool right there. Good math. And I'm walking and my ankle will pop, but it'll pop like 10 times in a row. Right? So you're saying I've got lots of gas in my ankle?
Yeah. How many bones do you have in your foot?
A bunch.
And so if a bunch of bones are down there and they all have different joints, how many joints do you have in your foot? So each one of those could be a different pop, even if it feels like, oh, that's coming from the same spot. Like, no, it's not. It's definitely different joints within there.
Okay, so there's gas in the joints, and that's what causes it to pop when we move it around or we stretch it.
Sure.
Okay. Yep. All right, but it's not bad for us to release that gas, I'm assuming, since it's CO2. Okay, how the hell did we get gas in these joints? Just, do you know?
I don't have that note handy. No, I don't know. I'm going to guess something about oxygen use, that they use oxygen within those areas and those tissues. And, when we use oxygen, it converts into carbon dioxide. It should go to the lungs, but sometimes it gets stuck. There you go. There's my theory. I've got it right there.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
That's way too quick.
You're wrong.
Do you know the answer?
I totally do. Okay, so joints naturally accrue nitrogen bubbles over time because of the synovial fluid that serves as lubricant for them. These bubbles can build up in the space of a joint and cause the joint to feel tight. When this happens, you can crack the joint to loosen it, releasing the gas from its bubbles.
I liked my oxygen theory.
I think yours was better, but thanks to the Google, I sounded real smart on the television. Thanks, Mom.
There it is.
Don't tell nobody. I'm a Googleologist.
I would have been the worst 300 years ago in the medical field because I'm like, what do you think this is? And I'd be like, oh, it's definitely this and this and this and this. And then for hundreds of years, the 10 people that listened to me would be exactly wrong.
Like, yes, let's shape our baby's head. It's like,
no, I advised against it.
You're right. You're right.
Do not do that.
Okay, so now we know where the gas comes from. That's interesting. I need to remove this gas from my body. Right, Goose?
Anyway. I think so. Yeah. Remove the gas from your body, please.
Bye, gas. CO2 for everybody.
There you go.
Sorry about that.
So the skull has different types of joints there than you see with the hands, obviously, because these are movable. You're probably not going to crack a lot of joints and pop your knuckles in the head, but these all are different joints, like you say, but they don't get too complicated. It's very, very simple because the definition of the joint is
bone meet bone.
That's it. Yeah. Yep, and there's a lot of different things in there. But then you look at something like the knee on the next slide there, and then you start getting complicated. And it doesn't look complicated there, but there's how many different bones there?
If you look at it and you count, you have 1, 2, 3 bones.
4.
Where's the fourth bone?
Kneecap right there as well.
Oh, I don't see it.
It's the front thing. The front. I don't see your cursor on there. But
this over here?
That is the femur.
Yeah. And so the kneecap would be here.
No, right here. In the middle. Right in the middle.
Oh, so I could not tell which way it was looking at.
No.
I couldn't tell which way the picture was thinking. I was assuming that it was laying, like on its anterior side. I wasn't assuming.
That's a big word.
Yeah, that means the outside of the body. I think this would be a medial picture, but
somebody who's very intelligent should be able to look at that and tell if it's the left leg or the right leg.
Wait, that's not the one. Let me see. That is
because that smaller bone is on the inside or the outside of the
hold on, I broke that one. Let me think. It's on the
I'm touching it. Let's see.
It's on the outside.
Isn't it?
Because that's where my metal plate is.
Yeah, so that is a
right leg.
Right leg. I agree.
That's the one I broke. I broke my leg just like Dak Prescott, except like in 1997. Yeah, playing baseball. Snapped little bone, and this is a lesson about joints. So I dislocated the ankle joint on top of the joint on your foot, and so my foot turned that way. And so this piece was sitting on top of that condyle and basically rubbing. I snapped every tendon and ligament around my ankle except my Achilles tendon. And the doctor said,
podcasts, not baseball.
Boom. Exactly. Doctor said if I didn't have such strong and sexy legs, I don't know why he said that.
It's a weird doctor. Weird. Thanks, doc. Local doctors are strange. Yeah.
He said if I didn't have such strong Achilles tendon, I would have probably snapped my entire leg in half. He said, but you know, they gave me a metal plate and sewed up all those tendons around my ankle, and 8 years later, I was able to walk again. Really wasn't 8 years later.
All right, you ready for the so I want you to think about how many joints there are in your jawbone.
Which side? Both sides? Are we counting both sides?
The whole thing.
The whole jaw, the whole mandible. 37.
Why do you say that?
Because everywhere where your teeth meet your jaw would be where a bone would meet a bone, which would consist of a joint according to said definition.
Isn't that insane?
Yes,
absolutely.
Is it 37? Did I get it right?
No, because you're thinking of top and bottom.
Shit. That's close.
Yeah, no, but the count wasn't what was important there. The fact that you have all these little teeth bones touching another bone means that the craziest joint that I learned about was everywhere that the single tooth touches the jaw.
Really?
Think of all these little joints you have in your teeth.
I didn't think about that. Like until you said something about it, and you know, I like to be a smart guy. I noticed that, you know, see, 30.
So close.
So close.
So close.
I was so close. But that is crazy. So like all these are joints. Like, your whole body is basically a giant joint.
Yeah, technically, the tooth to the jaw is called a Gamphosus joint, and it was on the list earlier. I said I wasn't going to mention them again, and here I am talking about them again. It's a certain strand of joints.
Strand? Strand of joint. I thought you said strain.
Strain?
I thought you said strain.
Sorry. Strand. I don't know. I don't go to the same joints you do to buy the joint things for the joints.
I know. I'm completely shocked about joints in the teeth. I thought usually you like smoke joints, and that's how they got to your teeth. But
might happen there.
It happens. Oh my gosh, I've learned so much today.
That's the goal. I mean, it is Thursday, right?
Yes, right.
It's a strange Thursday.
This is odd. I keep pushing. Look, so I'm just gonna talk about joints. I just keep pushing all these buttons. I'm having way too much fun today. All right, so we got joints.
Oh. How'd that get in there?
I don't know what happened. Who did that? Damn them. Look, so I appreciate
the hand bone's connected to the joint bone.
The joint bone's connected to my lip bone. Look, so we got a correction on the calendar. Today's Sunday. So let's get it together. If it's Sunday, it means I got to go to work tomorrow. Back. I don't want to do that.
Thursday.
The best part about the show that I learned today is that I never considered my teeth to be joints. Never considered that. That's crazy. So
it hurt my feelings when I read that. I read that, I was like, there's no way.
Don't tell the dentist, because then they're going to charge us even more money.
Yep, they can charge you as a physical therapist.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a root canal and some physical therapy on the joint. Yeah. You know, you got to come back every Tuesday and Thursday for an hour and a half session. You're like, son, bitch, I just had a cavity. But oh man,
that's funny.
So what do we got coming up next, man? Look, this is a hot season. If you don't know what's going on, this is season number 5. Cinco. If you're watching, you have an opportunity to participate in the show this season. We've got, it's a 4x4. We're running a marathon, 16 episodes this season. We're doing it 4, 16. So you're getting 4 just pure Omie D learn episodes where you're going to learn stuff like joints,
just like this one,
and then you're going to get 4 episodes that are in common thread or in quotes, and then you're going to get true stories. But you one of the wonderful people who are watching the show can participate in a couple of these shows
Times
this
6.
season. Common thread and in quotes. So if you'd like to participate in one of these shows, you're obviously watching on some type of platform where you can make a connection with me. Hit me up, let me know. I will pop you the dates and let you know. This is an odd Thursday, but we usually do this on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
So get ready. If you want to be on, holla at me.
It was good to see you on Thursday, by the way. So we did not make Thursday, but me and the Omie D were still hanging out. So that's all that actually matters.
I got a picture from my nice glasses. And so everybody out there in Radio Land, I'm going to take a picture of you with my glasses. So now everybody's going to be famous on the Instagram and stuff like that. Look, you got any shout outs you want to give to anybody? Look, back up so everybody can see your shirt.
Oh, yeah. Jugs are bad.
Where did you get that shirt from? How long have you had that shirt?
1984.
God, bro.
Probably not. Because
the
fact that it fits me with my fewer bone body.
Yeah, it makes sense. But
means that I haven't had it that long.
Did we figure out where the bones went? Did they go in the poop toilet?
Remember the head bones turned into one.
Oh, so there's 75 bones in the head we lose?
How many teeth do you lose?
Oh, good point. Yeah, you get old and you lose a bunch of teeth.
Yeah, because you got to start learning where to count the joints in order to learn where to count the bones.
I didn't think about that. Yo, I'm losing in the things.
And then the ear joints are gone.
Every time, bro. Every time. I always think this show is gonna start off. And I'm like, okay, and we get to this point, and I'm always pleasantly surprised. I think you were pleasantly surprised too, as a person. Thank you for checking us out. Appreciate you checking us out over there on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And anybody anywhere else. Like I said, you got any shout outs?
Oregon. Just Oregon. Pure.
Shout outs to Oregon. They're
all
dope.
Of them.
We're coming over there. We're gonna do that. We're gonna cross the street as soon as these jet fuel prices go down or whatever. But all right, we out. We'll catch y'all next week.
Fun show. Later on.
For sure.
Bonus